Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
Last week, we presented you about Geda system's ways of preventing corruption and human rights violation problems. We presented about children upbringing in the way they can make wealth, which would be important to avoid corruption and other bad acts when they grow up. There are principles to ensure check and balance of power to prevent human rights violation in one community.
Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
Oromo person grow up learning how to make wealth and making wealth, so he has no acceptable reason to abuse his public post for wealth accumulation through corruption, because he has his own wealth when he takes public position. Even though he lost his wealth, the public would contribute for him and rehabilitate him. His people are his insurance, and he could never rob from his insurance account. After these all efforts made to ensure fair wealth distribution and sustainable democratic community, there might be greedy individuals who may abuse public position to satisfy their greedy interests. To prevent such kind of problems, the society should have a strong governance system that has mechanisms to control it.
Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
The first mechanism to control such problem is found in Oromo social structure. Oromo is egalitarian society. The Oromo social structures are organized in clan, sub-clan, as well as family structures. By the way, in Oromo culture, a person is only responsible for what he can. Everybody has responsibility to his fellow human in the Geda system. If you have, you should give. If you don't have, it would be given to you.
Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
Therefore, in these Oromo structures, every members of the community have the responsibility to take for themselves and for each other. Every members of the community have responsibility to support and follow the affairs of members of their family, sub-clan and clan. They share the benefit and burden. If one member of the family or clan committed any kind of crime, all members would be investigated and take accountability it brings too. They would even share the punishment.
Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
Therefore, every member of the clan, sub-clan, and the family would follow your everyday activities. They would advise you if they observe some sort of acts that is against culture and value of the community. This starts from individual member and goes up to clan council.
Lakengel masaje jebisa ta ensenasa babaresa ta ensenasa babaresa.
If you didn't be changed by advice, the clan would punish you. The punishment would go up to excluding you from membership of the clan and social institutions. You wouldn't get any kind of support, which includes denying burial service of your family. That is the worst punishment, equivalent to dismissing your citizenship and from humanity. Geda system is the most complex democratic system on the world. An Oromo person grows up learning the culture and the values of the community. By the way, Geda system is part of your everyday life. There is no formal education in the Geda system. You just live it as you grow up, taking shape in the Geda system. When you take public position, you don't even be aware of it, but you are practicing leadership. Therefore, leadership is not science, but culture for Oromo people. Oromo haven't ignored check and balance of power, even under such strict and accustomed system. Geda system check and balance is not only between the three government parties. Every life aspect of people has check and balance. The problem of many communities is political system. Most of the time, politicians fabricate institutions of the community for their political greed. So the political system should be controlled to ensure dependable governance system. Oromo starts the check and balance from establishment of political parties. There are 5 political parties in the Geda system. All members of the community are organized under these parties. Their arrangement is generational based. All of them would take power one after another in 8 years interval. This would make political competition and power transfer process smooth and peaceful. As parties are organized on the base of generation, every generation of the community would take power. There is Walana and the Kadadu system, in which the political parties are arranged in the order of contesting an opposition party to avoid unnecessary cooperation or coalition formed to marginalize other political parties. So, 2 political parties can cooperate and extend office term of one party at the next party's opposition party for the ruling party. The other check and balance system is competition of generations. One political party organized from one generation. If you lead a nation and transferred power, generation of your children will take power after 40 years when the cycle returns to their party. Therefore, if one political party is kept in the Geda system cycle, one whole generation will lose the chance to lead the nation. So no one can decide chance of one generation, but the generations themselves. Geda Geda cycle is beyond political parties' order of taking leadership role. The main duty of members of political parties who transferred power is preparing the new generation for leadership. They start bringing their children together after a decade since transferring power. They introduce them to one another and start forming new team of leadership when their age reaches 24. Geda leaders election is conducted when generation of one Geda or political party is on Fole or Game Gurgudo Geda grade. Of course, it is on the end of the stage, which is around 23 or 4 years. The use of this stage would be introduced to one another to form leaders of their party. The election process would be supervised by Yuba or retired elders. They were leaders of the party. They trained the youth in the election process. They campaign on behalf of their children. This hasn't been done without reason. It is one way of ensuring check and balance. If election of leadership is left for the youth, the one who can speak publicly can convince them and become leader of the party without doing something good for the public using this advantage. The same person would convince the public and become leader of the nation. This would lead the nation to crisis.